Let's be real. Most people believe money management is only for the wealthy, finance grads, or people who actually enjoy staring at spreadsheets. If you don't fit that mold, it feels like building wealth is out of reach. But here's the truth. Wealth is not just about numbers. It's about habits and decisions. Now, let me give you perspective. To belong to the top 1% in the US, a household needs a net worth of about $13.7 million. The average net worth across all households is $1.06 million. But the median net worth, the one that reflects most people, is only $192,900. That gap is massive. And when you see numbers like that, it's no wonder people feel like the game is rigged. It creates paralysis. The feeling that unless you're already rich, you can't ever catch up. That's the misconception we're breaking today. Here's the cost of not acting. Without clarity on your income, spending, or net worth, you're flying blind. Think about your savings. In 2024, inflation averaged 3.4%. And when you see numbers like that, it's no wonder people feel like the game is rigged. It creates paralysis. The feeling that unless you're already rich, you can't ever catch up. That's the misconception we're breaking today. Here's the cost of not acting. Without clarity on your income, spending, or net worth, you're flying blind. Think about your savings. In 2024, inflation averaged 3.4%. Step 1. Snapshot now. Take 3 numbers once a year: your net income, total expenses, and net worth. That snapshot is your financial health report card. Step 2. Define your goals. Be clear on your dream life without limits. Do you want financial freedom at 40? A home in 5 years? Time with family instead of grinding overtime? Write it down. Step 3. 12-month action plan. Turn that big dream into monthly steps. Build a year calendar with trackable goals. Step 4. Smart money placement. Stop letting money sit idle. The wealthy rarely keep excess in savings. They invest it. Step 5. Invest early and consistently. The S&P 500 has returned 7% annually after inflation over the long run. The earlier you start, the more compound interest works in your favor. Step 6. Avoid wealth traps. Cars lose 20% of value in year 1. Buy smart, not flashy. Rent versus buy. Don't follow tradition. Choose based on freedom and investing. Step 7. Personalize with tools. Quizzes, trackers, mini exercises, and a toolkit will help you transform. Because money is more than math. It's behavior. Proof. Evidence this works. Still skeptical? Let's look at what the wealthy actually do. Today, the top 1% control nearly 31% of U.S. wealth, about $50 trillion. They own 50% of all stocks and mutual funds, Investopedia. Why? Because their money is working for them while they sleep. Here are their common habits. They pay themselves first, automatically. They avoid high-interest debt at all costs. They live below their means. Even billionaires like Warren Buffett drive modest cars. They prioritize income-generating assets over liabilities. They consistently meet with advisors and reassess their plan. Kiplinger. In 2024, global wealth grew 4.6%, driven mostly by investments, not savings. High net worth families, family offices, now allocate over 50% of portfolios to alternatives like private equity and private credit, which yield 9 to 12%. That's diversification in action. Barron's.com. The playbook is right in front of us. The only difference is whether we adopt it. Here's what you do right now to take control of your finances. Take the 3-number snapshot. Write down your net income, total expenses, and whether you have a surplus or deficit. Calculate your net worth, assets minus liabilities. Track it annually. Discover your money personality. Minimalist, enterpriser, socialite. This will guide your strategy. Set specific and emotional goals. Don't just say save more. Say, I want to buy freedom to travel by age 40. Build your 12-month plan. one monthly step at a time. Optimize where your money lives. Move beyond low-yield savings into investments aligned with your goals. Start investing even small. Time in the market beats timing the market. Dodge traps. Don't let cars or housing drag you into cycles that stall wealth. Leverage tools and trackers. Your toolkit keeps you accountable, consistent, and motivated. If you follow this roadmap, you'll no longer feel like wealth is something for other people. You'll have the same framework the top 1% use scaled to your life. Because financial literacy isn't about loving numbers, it's about building freedom. And starting today, that freedom is in your hands. Debt. For some, it's a heavy chain. For others, it's a stepping stone to opportunity. The truth is, not all debt is created equal. Some debts can actually build your future. Think about student loans. While they feel heavy at first, they often boost your earning potential for decades. Or mortgages. Loans tied to appreciating assets, like property, can add long-term value to your net worth. Bad debt. Credit cards with 20+% APR. Payday loans that trap you in a cycle of repayment. Short-term financing offers that sound helpful but quietly steals your wealth. Good debt builds, bad drains. And the very first step is clarity. Write down every single debt you owe, the amount, the interest rate, minimum payment, due date, and flexibility. A simple spreadsheet or a finance app will do. Once it's in front of you, the difference between helpful and harmful debt becomes impossible to ignore. Real pain is bad debt doesn't just cost you money, it costs you peace of mind. High interest piles faster than most realize. 1,000 pounds balance at 25% interest doubles within 3 years if you only pay the minimum. Emotionally, it's draining. You feel trapped. Even when you sleep, that interest doesn't. Imagine, it's like a slow leak in your wallet. You don't always hear it, you don't always see it, but every day, drop by drop, your money drains away. Without clarity and a plan, it's not just numbers. It's a feeling of losing control. Solution: 2 repayment strategies and 1 booster. But here's the good news. You can fight back. Debt doesn't control you. You control it. Step 1, get clarity. Gather all your debts in one place. Amount, rate, due date. Clarity is power. Step 2, pick a repayment strategy. Strategy A, the debt avalanche. Attack the highest interest rate first. Pay as much as possible on that one while making minimums on the rest. Mathematically, this saves you the most money over time. Strategy B, the debt snowball. Focus on the smallest balance first. Knock it out quickly. Build momentum, then roll to the next. Psychologically, this builds confidence and keeps you consistent. Which to choose? If you're motivated by efficiency, go avalanche. If you're motivated by wins and momentum, go snowball. Either way, both are better than standing still. Bonus tip: if you're drowning in credit card interest, consider a 0% balance transfer card. It can pause the bleeding and give you breathing room. But watch the fine print. Transfer fees and promo periods can sneak up. Proof: strength in historical investing. So once you've tamed your debt, the next step is building wealth. And here's where history gives us proof. The S&P 500 over any 20 years in modern history never delivered a negative return. Worst 20-year return, still above 4% annually. Average long-term return, about 10% per year nominal, about 6% after inflation. Why budgeting feels daunting, yet necessary. Budgeting sounds restrictive, like driving without flexibility, but without a roadmap, your money journey ends up aimless. You may feel trapped in a loop of paychecks coming in and going out, with nothing left over for your dreams or emergencies. Here's the reality. According to the Federal Reserve, 37% of Americans say they wouldn't be able to cover a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something. Meanwhile, the personal savings rate has hovered around 3.5% in 2025, historically low compared to the pre-pandemic norm of 7 to 9%. That means more Americans are spending nearly everything they earn. Here's the reality. According to the Federal Reserve, 37% of Americans say they wouldn't be able to cover a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something. Meanwhile, the personal savings rate has hovered around 3.5% in 2025, historically low compared to the pre-pandemic norm of 7 to 9%. That means more Americans are spending nearly everything they earn. Why it hurts? These aren't just numbers. They represent real-life pressure. Without a buffer, a flat tire, a medical bill, or a layoff can spiral into a financial crisis. The urgency to gain control of your finances has never been greater. Hidden costs of financial aimlessness. Imagine driving without a dashboard or GPS. You don't know your fuel level and destination. Local insights. Here in the US, nearly 60% of adults live paycheck to paycheck, according to Lending Club. Yet, only 33% of Americans follow a detailed household budget, per a Gallup survey. That's a massive disconnect between what people earn and how they plan. Budgeting isn't about saying no. It's about saying yes to what matters. When you build a 12-month forecast and check in monthly, you regain clarity and control. You start planning for holidays, birthdays, or rising insurance, not being caught off guard. Start simple. Take last year's income and spending and project it forward. This creates your default future. What will happen if nothing changes? That awareness alone highlights where you're overspending or undersaving. Strategic allocation. Flip the script. Fund savings and investments first. Don't wait to see what's left at the end. It's rarely enough. Ask, can I reallocate more to savings or debt payoff? Can I optimize my essentials? Easy wins. Call your internet provider or cell phone carrier. Negotiate your bills. Use store apps and coupons when shopping. Small tweaks add up. And try the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for your future. For example, if your needs are taking 60% and future savings just 10%, that's a sign to rebalance. When you check in monthly, you catch runaway costs early, like unused subscriptions, autopilot food delivery, or inflated utilities. It's proactive money management. Take the rise of cash-stuffing TikTokers or the FIRE movement. Millions of Americans are returning to basic principles. Spend less, save more, and track everything. And it works. Behavioral shift. Side hustles are now mainstream. Over 40% of Gen Z and millennials have a second income stream. Apps like YNAB, Rocket Money, and Mint show how many people are actively trying to track and improve their financial well-being. Confidence in financial literacy is also on the rise, up nearly 9% since 2022, according to a CNBC survey. Action. What should you do now? Step-by-step call to action. Define your goals. Write them down. Label them as short, medium, or long-term. Build your 12-month baseline forecast. Use last year's income and expenses as your launchpad. Pay your future self first. Allocate to savings or investments before expenses using the 50-30-20 framework. Plan monthly check-ins. Ask, do I need this? Can I spend less? Can I find a cheaper or better option? Level up your savings. Look into high-yield online savings accounts offering 4 to 5% APY versus traditional bank rates under 1%. Budgeting isn't a cage, it's your roadmap to financial freedom. Start small, stay consistent, watch your confidence and your bank account grow 1 month at a time. From stuck to strategic, building your emergency fund and investing. Problem: inadequate progress and lack of direction. Let's be real, a lot of us are working hard to gain financial stability. whether that means finally building an emergency fund or starting to invest for the future. But here's the challenge. Most people feel like they can't do both at the same time, so they pick one and put the other off. The real risk, a snapshot of financial reality. As of mid-2025, only 46% of U.S. adults have enough saved to cover just 3 months of expenses. Even more concerning, 1 in 4 Americans have no emergency savings at all. Source: Bankrate. And yet, life keeps happening. Cars break down, jobs change, emergencies don't wait.
The well-being connection. Here's what's interesting. Research shows that just having a $2,000 emergency cushion improves financial well-being by 21%. And if you can build that to 3 to 6 months of expenses, add another 13% boost to your peace of mind. Source is Vanguard.
Why doing one goal at a time falls short. Seems logical to fully fund your emergency reserve before thinking about investing. But here's the problem with that one thing at a time mindset. It slows you down, kills momentum, exposes you to stress if anything unexpected happens. You're stuck in a loop, never investing, always playing catch up, and feeling like you're not making real progress in either direction. Solution: move forward on both fronts. There's a better way. Split your monthly surplus. Try something like 70% toward your emergency fund, 30% toward long-term investments. This approach, backed by experts at Bankrate and Vanguard, allows you to see progress in multiple areas of your financial life at the same time. It boosts motivation, lowers your stress, and it builds your confidence with every dollar. Emergency Fund Snapshot. 46% of U.S. adults have 3+ months of expenses saved. 24% have nothing saved. Just having a $2,000 buffer raises well-being by 21%. Growing that to a 3 to 6 month fund gives another 13% boost. Imagine how much better you'd sleep knowing you're covered. Investment example: planning a down payment. Let's say your goal is a $50,000 down payment in 10 years. Contributing $300 per month with a 7% return equals roughly $50,000. But if you can only do $200 per month, you'd need $7,500 up front to stay on track. This makes a difference. Think about it. In a single year, that's 18,000 pounds gone with zero return. Relocate suddenly? That adds even more sunk costs. Moving, deposits, rent overlaps. None of it builds toward ownership or wealth. But what about buying? Isn't that smarter? Owning sounds a smarter long-term play, but it's not simple. Consider a modest 400,000 pound home. Here's what you're looking at. Down payment, 20%, 80,000 pounds. Mortgage on 320,000 pounds at 5% over 20 years, 2,100 pounds per month. Total cost over time, 506,000 pounds, which means 186,000 pounds in interest alone. Annual maintenance? Rule of thumb is 1% of home value equals 4,000 pounds per year.